It was a bright, sunny morning in Mapletown, a small city where every single day felt just like the last. Everything was normal, predictable, safe. Until today, 12-year-old Ryan, a kid with an imagination that could fill entire galaxies, woke up to a strange, humming sound coming from his computer desk. He squinted, trying to make sense of it. His computer screen was glowing with a brilliant, pulsing light, even though he was absolutely certain he had switched it off before going to sleep. Slowly, cautiously, he crept toward the desk, his heart thumping in his chest. As he got closer, his eyes widened in disbelief. What he saw was impossible. A cartoon cat, fluffy and a vibrant shade of blue, was wriggling and struggling, trying to crawl right out of the screen. Ryan rubbed his eyes hard, thinking he was still dreaming. No more way. This can't be real, he whispered to himself. But it was. With a final heave, the cartoon cat jumped out completely and he landed on the wooden floor with a soft, springy boing sound, just like something straight out of an animated movie. The cat shook itself off, looked right at Ryan, and said in a cheerful voice, I'm Milo. I need your help. Ryan's heart felt like it was going to beat right out of his chest. He stumbled backward. A talking cartoon. What is happening? Milo shook his head frantically, his big cartoon eyes wide with urgency. No more time to explain. Escape from the cartoon world because something absolutely terrible is happening. Our world is breaking. Before Ryan could even begin to process this, the screen behind Milo flashed again, even brighter this time. Another character leapt out, a small, round, and shiny robot with expressive LED eyes that blinked nervously. She let out a series of worry beeps and whirs. We don't have long, she chirped in a robotic but panicked voice. Cartoon world is collapsing. Ryan, caught between sheer terror and the overwhelming curiosity, took a deep breath, trying to steady himself. This was either the most incredible thing to ever happen, or he had finally lost his mind. Okay, he sighed, his voice trembling slightly. If this is really happening, just tell me what I need to do. Milo pointed his long, fluffy tail toward the still glowing computer screen. We need to go back into cartoon world. You see, only a human can reset the heart of imagination. It's the core of our entire world, and without it, both our worlds yours and ours will crash into total chaos. The little robot, who introduced herself as Pixie, added, and if that happens, every cartoon character you've ever known will become real in your world forever, but not in a good way. They'll glitch, distort, and cause unimaginable destruction. Ryan's gaze drifted around his room. The walls were covered in posters of superheroes, powerful dragons, and the magical creatures from his favorite shows and the games. He imagined them all coming to life. Some might be friendly, but many of them would be terrifying, uncontrollable. The thought sent a shiver down his spine. He looked back at the two desperate cartoon characters on his floor. He had to do something. All right, Ryan sighed, a newfound bravery in his voice. Let's go save your world. A huge smile spread across Milo's face. Awesome, but there's one thing. The journey is not going to be easy. As if on cue, the computer screen began to stretch and warp, pulling open like a liquid portal. A mesmerizing swirl of every color imaginable spiraled inside it, humming with energy. Without a second of hesitation, Ryan, followed closely by Milo and the Pixie, took a running leap and jumped straight into the portal. The sensation was like being pulled through a rainbow-colored tunnel at hyper speed. When Ryan opened his eyes, he was floating. He looked down and gasped. Below him was a world made of impossibly bright color, giant pencils that stood like skyscrapers, clouds that walked on puffy legs, and rivers that flowed with shimmering blue ink. Everything looked like a surreal blend of 3D animation and the real life. Wow, he whispered in awe. But the breathtaking beauty didn't last long. A deafening crack echoed through the air, and the vibrant sky fractured like broken glass. Chunks of the landscape below flickered in and out of existence, glitching like a corrupted video file. Pixie pointed a tiny robotic arm toward a glowing mountain in the distance. That's it. The heart of imagination. We have to reach it before the cracks spread any further. They landed softly and started running. They raced through the bizarre land, dodging melting buildings that dripped like crayons left in the sun, and the swarms of flying, angry scribbles that buzzed like insects. Suddenly, the ground shook violently. A monstrous creature erupted from the earth in front of them. It was huge, black, and pixelated, with terrifying red eyes that flashed with raw, destructive energy. Milo gasped, his fur standing on end. That's an air beast. It's feeding on the power of the heart. The beast let out a distorted, digital roar and launched a volley of glitchy, black cubes straight at them. Sinking fast, Ryan grabbed a giant pencil lying on the ground. It was as big as a baseball bat. He swung it, and to his surprise, it left a glowing trail of light in the air. You can create anything you imagine here, Pixie shouted over the noise. Sink it and then draw it. An idea sparked in Ryan's mind. He quickly sketched the shape of a shield in the air in front of him. Instantly, a glowing, translucent cartoon shield materialized in his hand. He raised it just in time to block the incoming glitch cubes, which shattered against it into harmless pixels. He then imagined rocket boosters on his shoes. Shoom! He shot upward into the air and he flew toward the monster, hitting it with a powerful, light streak dash. Meanwhile, Milo whipped his tail like a paintbrush, throwing crackling lightning bolts in the air that struck the beast, making it recoil. Pixie, tipping round, created intricate digital nets that tangled the monster's glitchy legs, tripping it up. Working together, the three of them pushed the error beast back, overwhelming it with their combined creativity until it finally overloaded and exploded into a shower of harmless, fading pixels. We did it! Ryan shouted, landing back on the ground, his heart pounding with adrenaline. Not yet, Pixie sighed, her lead eyes pointing urgently toward the mountain. The heart. They raced the rest of the way and they finally reached the glowing crystal at the mountain's peak. The heart of imagination was beautiful, but it was surrounded by dark, spreading cracks of corruption, and its light was fading fast. Ryan approached it hesitantly. He could feel a weak, sad energy coming from it. What do we do? He asked. Milo gave him a reassuring smile. You just imagine. Imagine a world that's whole again. A world full of creativity and wonder. Imagine it fixed. Ryan placed his hand on the cool surface of the crystal and he closed his eyes. He took a deep breath and he poured all of his thoughts, all of his dreams, into it. He imagined brilliant colors returning to the world. He imagined joy, and he imagined laughter echoing through the valleys. He pictured cartoons running and playing happily, art being created everywhere, and the stories that would never, ever end. The heart of imagination began to glow brighter, and brighter, and brighter, until it was almost blinding. Then, with a gentle but powerful boom, a warm wave of pure, golden creativity erupted from the crystal and spread across the entire land. The cracks in the sky sealed themselves. The colors returned more vibrant than ever. The glitching stopped. Cartoon world was saved. Pixie floated over to Ryan, her red eyes forming two happy crescents. You did it, Ryan. You saved us. Just then, a portal, identical to the one in his bedroom, swirled open behind them. It's time for you to return home, Milo sighed, his voice a little sad. Ryan gave the fluffy blue chat a tight hug. Will we ever see you again? Milo winked, his cartoon eyes sparkling with mischief. You'll see me in every cartoon you watch, and in every story you imagine. Ryan smiled, sighed his goodbyes, and he stepped through the portal. He was back in his room. The sun was still shining. His computer screen was dark. For a moment, he wondered if it had all been a dream. But then, he looked at his desk and he saw a single, tiny, blue pixel of light hovering in the air. It winked once, then faded away. Ryan knew it was real. And from the day on, every time he watched a cartoon or drew a picture, he did it with a special smile, knowing he was helping to keep the heart of imagination beating strong. Thanks for watching our story today. If you love adventures like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out. We'll see you in the next one.